Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Thursday night, September 5th. We're at the Natsulis Gallery, the Davis Open Mic. We're doing a field interview with Michael Todd Gallowglas. Tonight, it's me, Tony, and
Anthony Jackson.
And we just have a few questions for you.
Right.
What brought you out tonight?
The Dr. Andy's poetry open mic in Davis at the Natsulis Gallery. It's every first and third Thursday, and unless I'm out of town for an event, I'm always here.
Okay.
How'd you hear about this place?
I did a Google search first when I started looking for poetry open mics in the Sacramento area, and this place came up, and then I said, oh, well, I'll go check it out.
Right. So what do you think about the poetry scene in Sacramento and Davis?
I like it with some caveats because nothing's perfect, but because in creative communities, people have opinions and they have thoughts and they have passions, and so sometimes personalities are going to clash.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, I think it's largely supportive and just like, and the drama is relatively easy to avoid, and I'm allergic to drama, so.
Yeah, no, it's a great community.
Yeah.
I found poets to be the most supportive.
And the thing that I really like about it is, for the most part, if you tell somebody, hey, this thing you're doing is an issue, most people here listen, and you can, like, at least agree to disagree politely and keep your own things to yourselves rather than have it blow up into a huge big thing.
Yeah. There is a lack of drama in the scene. So. What do you think about the poetry scene in Davis specifically?
Well, the only poetry that I experience in Davis is Dr. Andy's night, and from the very first time I was here, he embraced me with open arms, metaphorically. I have always felt welcome here. I bring my daughter here sometimes, and everybody is so encouraging to her that that's why it's one of my favorite places to come, is because everybody's welcome here, and
Dr. Andy runs a great
Dr. Andy,
as well as his radio show too.
Yeah, and I've been on his radio show a couple of times too. So
like the Science and Poetry Technology Hour.
Yeah, something like that. Poetry and Technology Hour, something like that.
Yeah. We've also been on the show as GTFO.
Yeah, it's a great honor.
Following in your footsteps. Can you tell us a little bit about the piece you're going to share tonight? I
don't know. I've written this month for my poetry. I'm doing what I call recycled imagination. Is every morning when I get down to do my writing, I spend some time, 20 to 30 minutes, with a book of poetry that I love. Mm-hmm. And then I put it aside, get my coffee, and then I write a poem, kind of with that in mind. And I like all the ones that I've written so far, so I'm going to have somebody in the front row pick what I read.
Okay.
Whoa.
I've got them written on paper. I'm just going to say pick a poem, any poem. So, yeah, because I can't decide.
That's really dangerous.
Is there anything you'd like to share about upcoming releases or events that you've got going on?
It's the last question.
Yeah.
Or tips for new poets. Or
Yeah. So I think, rather than talk about myself, I'm just going to give a pointer, because I also consider myself an educator. I run classes, and I do mentoring, and a conversation that came up recently between myself and a couple other poets was somebody who was ranting online about how people were doing poetry wrong. And the big thing that I would say is, for anybody who's a creative and doing any kind of art, don't let somebody tell you you're doing your art wrong, because it's your art, you know.
It's such a weird take.
Yeah, everybody has their journeys. My journey as a writer is different now than it was at this time last year, as opposed to 10 years ago, as opposed to when I was a kid. Like, I never even 6 years ago, I never thought I would be writing poetry and
That's something
going to open mics and stuff. So do your thing, live your journey, and if anybody tells you that tells you that you're doing it wrong, you can tell them to come talk to me.
Yeah, it's such a weird take. I mean, if art is if all art is self-expression, to even approach somebody's art and say, it's not the way you do it.
Yeah, whatever.
Just seems like a weird take. Well, with that being said, till the next episode.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Michael.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure.
Spending this time with us.
We got some events coming up. What's that? September 23rd. We'll be at the Sacramento Poetry Center, and October 25th, the Friday release party for our first journal.
First annual journal. So, yeah, keep those dates in mind, and thank you all for being here. Thank you. I think I'm gonna hit.